Let me say this plainly. Everybody that activates you is not your twin flame. Sometimes you are not experiencing a divine union. You are experiencing trauma activation, projection, obsession, lower chakra entanglement, and nervous system dysregulation, and calling it sacred. That's where people get trapped. Welcome to part 4. Why people call it twin flame. They'll normally call it a twin flame. First of all, the spiritual community blows it up as if it's like the best thing since sliced bread. I don't understand why. But when the connection feels intense, magnetic, hard to explain, deeply emotional, extremely painful, spiritually charged, and impossible to forget. And yes, some connections absolutely come into your life to awaken you. But let's tell the whole truth. Just because something awakens you does not mean it was meant to stay. Some people came to expose your wounds, to reveal your patterns, trigger your healing, and force your evolution, not to be your forever person. And people keep trying to build houses on spiritual earthquakes. That's the problem we keep having. The trauma bond feels spiritual when you don't understand your body. Because trauma, these bonds create obsession, emotional dependency, hypervigilance, intense highs and devastating lows, and intermittent reward. And when you mix that with sex, projection, abandonment wounds, fantasy, and spiritual language, you can convince your own self that chaos is actually divinity. Now you're saying, I've never felt this way before. Exactly. Because your nervous system has never been activated before. That does not automatically make it holy. Sometimes it just means your body is in survival and your soul is trying to get your attention. Let's talk about this runner-chaser dynamic. Because a lot of people are spiritualizing this dysfunction. If somebody is breadcrumbing you, disappearing, coming back, withholding, avoiding accountability, keeping you emotionally starving, that is not always some mystical soul journey. Sometimes that is emotional immaturity. Let's be honest now. Avoidance, manipulation, and unhealed attachment wounds. And people keep dressing this dysfunction in angel's wings because they don't want to accept that the connection is not what they hoped it would be or even was. What a real soul-aligned connection does not require. Here's some truth, y'all. A soul-line connection does not require you to abandon yourself, betray your intuition, constantly decode mixed signals, stay confused, stay anxious, stay depleted, or keep trying to prove your worth. I'm going to say that one more time. A soul-aligned connection does not require you to abandon yourself, betray your intuition, constantly decode mixed signals, stay confused, stay anxious, stay depleted, or keep trying to prove your worth. Because if a connection requires you to become smaller, weaker, more confused, more desperate, how the hell is that divinity? That's not love, nor is divine. That is actual distortion. And a lot of people are calling suffering deep love because they are conditioned to associate pain with intimacy. But love does not need your nervous system to be in a chokehold for it to be real. I'm going to say that one more time. Love does not need your nervous system to be in a chokehold to be damn real. Why you keep hoping it'll turn into something sacred? You're going through all this hell and you want that to become something sacred. It's not going to become something sacred. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of people stay because they feel that something meaningful happened. And they're not wrong because something did. But here's the distinction. Meaningful does not mean mutual. Sacred does not always mean sustainable. And karmic does not always mean forever. Some people come into your life to pull a shadow to the surface. That doesn't mean they were meant to walk into your healed future with you. Sometimes they were the ignition, not the destination. How you know it's time to stop calling it a twin flame. Some people get stuck in this loop. And believe it or not, it will keep you stagnated if you don't let go of that turn. Here's how you know it's time to stop calling it a twin flame. When the label is keeping you trapped. If the idea of twin flame is making you tolerate abuse, excuse inconsistency, ignore your body, override your intuition, or keep waiting on someone to become who they are not chosen to be. The label has become a prison. And once a spiritual label starts helping you portray yourself, it is no longer serving your evolution. It is helping your delusion survive. That's the truth. Y'all gonna have to come out of these delusions. So what do you call it instead? Call it what it actually was. It was an activation, a karmic mirror, a trauma reveal, a nervous system lesson, a shadow initiator, or a catalyst. But stop giving sacred titles to things that require your self-betrayal. That's where your clarity returns. So no, that may not have been your twin flame. That may have been the experience that finally forced you to choose yourself. And honestly, that might have been the real assignment all along. If this hit, stay with me. Because in part 5, I'm going into how distorted feminine energy gets projected outward. And why some people try to destroy in others what they refuse to heal in themselves. Follow, rate this show 5 stars, people. And send this to somebody who needs to stop romanticizing chaos.